Are we truly ever ready, Dylan?
No.
Jingly jangly, here comes the wangly. This is the Jacket Off Podcast, episode 57. Dylan, I trust that you're at the other end of this conversation because all I can see of you right now is some sort of brown, black blob. Your face is locked in a crazy position.
It's just my face, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's fine. It's really just at this point a facsimile for me to like focus on so that I know that you're still there. Like it's just like
Are we? Is any of us really still here?
Oh, wow. You're getting very metaphysical on me there.
No, I'm not.
All right.
Not
well,
today. Not tonight.
not tonight.
Not tonight. I've had a hard, rough couple days, Brent.
You've had a hard, rough couple days.
Couple days. I've had an unwanted visitor in my house, and it's had me on edge the past couple days.
An unwanted visitor.
Yeah. Just can't do it. I can't.
Care to elaborate?
Well, so I come home Wednesday night, walk in the house.
You've been writing this bit for 3 hours, haven't you? You've just been sitting in your room trying to fucking write this whole thing.
Done with work. Love
fucking Alfred Hitchcock.
Time to come home. I walk into my living room and I reach up for the light and I see the shadow of a bat flying over my head.
Oh.
Now, Brent.
I
don't fucking trust flying things, alright?
Yeah, I can already. I mean, yeah,
and
okay.
I don't like them in my house.
Mm-hmm.
So I quickly run out of the living room as fast as I can, like a little bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Throw my hood up.
Mm-hmm.
And proceed to kind of peek into the living room to make sure my eyes weren't fooling me, Brent. Because it could have not have been a bat, right? It could have been the fan rotating. But I know a fucking bat when I see a bat. Not many things fly like a bat. Especially in your house. This ain't Halloween. I don't got one of those little motorized motherfuckers spinning from the ceiling. This was the shadow of a bat. Now, I'm pretty sure
I'm the bat.
I've read several books where vampires aren't allowed in your house unless you invite them in. I didn't invite this bat in, and yet here he is flying around my living room.
He must have been one of them daywalkers like Blade that don't follow the rules of normal vampires.
Now, Brent, I don't know if he's gone. We don't know. We don't know.
So
okay, so this is Wednesday. So I'm not dealing with this shit. Again, I don't trust flying things. If it flies, I don't trust you. Sorry. I'm sorry. Pigeons, I don't trust you. Crows, don't trust you. Hawks, don't trust you. Bats in my house, definitely don't fucking trust you. Ashley tries to get it towards the window, and then it disappears, and we don't know what the fuck happens with it. So we're like, whatever. I guess we'll just let it be. Maybe it flew out, and we didn't see it fly out because we had the window open, we had the front door wide open, trying to like piss it off. You turn the light on, and it starts flying everywhere. Great. Don't see it for the rest of the night. Don't see it the next morning, because I mean, obviously not. It's the morning. They don't come out in the morning. He's probably sleeping somewhere. Where he's sleeping, no one knows. Obviously, he's found a nice place to stay. Come home the next day. Is he still here? Got my flashlight out. I'm peeking around the corner, looking with my phone flashlight. Do I see him? Don't see nothing flying around. I kind of give it a once over. I'm looking. There's a black thing hanging from the curtain. The fucking bat's still in here. Great. I gotta deal with this 2 days in a row now. I shine the light on him. What the fuck do? I can't go towards him. He's gonna start flying. I don't have a fucking fisherman net. I'm not a fisherman. Don't got a net. I don't know what to do. So, I'm pretty sure that's the bat. Staring at it. Had my light flashing on it. Obviously had the light on it too long. Got pissed off. Started whipping around the house. Whipping around the living room. Shit. Now we're back to square one. Pop the dining room light on. He gets pissed off some more and starts flying back and forth and everything. Then he disappears again. Fine. We'll crack the window open. Let him be. Maybe he'll figure it out flying out the window. I don't know how bats are. They can't see. Can he see the windows open? Probably not. They got the radar stuff, right? That don't tell me that a window's open or not. I don't even know how the fuck he got in the house with that stupid radar. But, so we left the window open. Haven't seen him since. So we're hoping he's gone. But he could be in his secret hiding spot that he's been hiding in the past couple days at nighttime after we piss him off. So I don't know, Brent. I can't sleep right. I'm tossing and turning. Is he gonna come out of my room? Is he gonna creep out to my bed? Is he gonna say, Dylan, come with me? Let me take you to the night. And then he bites me on the neck. And I pass out in my negligee that I'm currently wearing because it's nighttime. And that's what one wears at nighttime. I don't know these things, Brent.
Is he gonna say, what is a man?
I don't know.
A miserable little pile of secrets.
And I'm scared for my life. So how'd your week go?
Oh, Mr. Bat, please. Please don't come over here. I'm in such a way right now, Mr. Bat. Oh my God. It's too cold out. Let me get on my petticoat before you sweep me off my feet into the wild blue yonder.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Please, if you're going to take advantage of me, please just be gentle.
Just,
you know, if it was like a lady vampire like Blood Rain, I'd be into that. Or what's her name? You know, from the underworld, Selena.
yeah, but it's not. You know, it's not gonna be.
Kate Beckinsale.
It's gonna be some creepy dude with long curly hair. He's got a frilly shirt on.
You know, it's basically just Geralt from The Witcher, but in vampire shit. So it's Geralt, and he went to Spirit of Halloween and bought a fluffy shirt.
He's got the cross necklace with the red jewel in the middle.
Yep.
The cloak.
Mm-hmm. So, wow. Okay. Great start to what is going to be a stellar, star-studded show filled with twists, turns, and mostly turns. So, today, woke up. Well, actually, I'm gonna let's do this. Okay, let's do this as like a one part or first part of our mini series. Okay.
Okay. What do we got?
Friday night. Go over to a coworker's house after work.
Lit.
3 o'clock Friday. Last 3 o'clock Friday.
3 o'clock Friday. Just getting out of work, right? Or you got out at 2:30? What are we talking?
No,
here?
got out 3 o'clock.
Early out.
I didn't try to early out because I wasn't early in. I can tell you that safely.
All right, so just a regular. You worked your 8. 8.
Mm-hmm.
You got it in the books. The 8 hours in the books.
8's in the books. Was so excited for my Labor Day weekend. Get my car, go over to my coworker's house. A couple other coworkers were meeting there. We're at her pool house. We're having some spiked seltzers. We're cracking them open. Made a couple Ooh, baby.
Crack it
That's the
open.
sound we're making. So I made a couple of Moscow mules. Real fancy like. That's a fucking drink for the ages. Anyway, made a couple Moscow mules, had a grand time. My coworker surprised me with a former coworker with whom I had not spoken to in a long time. She shows up. I'm flabbergasted. She's like, I got a present for you. I'm like, oh my God, you got a present for me?
First off, thank you. I love presents.
So she reaches into her big bag of tricks and takes out 2 packages of caramels.
Oh.
3 caramels per
original?
package. Yeah. They're Werther's their weight in gold, I can tell you that. What's up?
These ain't your grandma's caramels.
These ain't your fucking grandma's caramels, unless your grandma's got fucking glaucoma.
Which she does, and it's a real problem, so... I'm glad
Shout
they're
out to
thinking about
Grandma.
legalizing it.
Legalize it. So I was like, these are interesting. Read the package. You know, it looks a little Mennonite store in packaging, so I'm like, this didn't come from a dispensary, so I'm kind of, nervous. So fast forward. Friday night we come home. We went out to Troy.
Okay.
For the Troy night out. It's over Friday night. Had a couple of great beers. Saw some sweet ass art. Get home. Becky's like, you want to pop into those caramels? You want to suck on that Werther's original? And I'm like, okay. And she's like, "What? How much do we eat of it?" And I said, "Well, I would assume you just eat the one." Boy, was I wrong.
Why do I feel like with all edibles, when you're like, well, I guess you just eat the one, that's never the answer.
It's only the answer, turns out, if you go to a dispensary. They make them so that you can eat one of the things and be fine.
Okay, that makes sense. Like,
It's
you buy
functional.
a cookie,
They've
you
measured
eat the
it.
cookie.
It makes sense.
You're not going to eat the cookie and go blind for 3 hours.
Right. So here's how we progressed. We ate our caramel. Sat down. Started watching YouTube music videos as one would normally do in this particular situation.
I've never done that before. Oh,
no.
Well, I don't eat the caramels. I just drink too many Spiky Boys.
And watch YouTube for 4 hours. So, we're watching YouTube. I'm starting to climb. I'm we're halfway up the hill on the roller coaster. And then I start to feel it, and I'm like, oh, okay, this ain't too bad. It's not, we're progressing. It's not as horrible as I thought it would be.
You thought you were halfway up on the roller coaster.
Oh, I thought I was halfway up on the roller coaster.
Turns out
I hadn't
the
even gotten
chains
to the
didn't
theme
even
park
connected yet.
No, dude, I was still in the parking lot of Darien Lake at this point. I hadn't even gotten to the front gate to hand him my ticket. So, here's the issue. We started at, like, 9:30, 10 o'clock. That's when we ate it. We were thinking, it'll take 45 minutes for it to really get its juices flowing or whatever. Around 11:30, midnight, I'm about halfway up the roller coaster. I'm like, I'm high as shit. We should probably, I'm getting tired. Let's go to bed, son. So I go in and I start laying in bed. There's that crest of that roller coaster. Wasn't expecting it. But suddenly I'm at the top of the Superman and I'm about to go down. So now it's like DEFCON 2. And I'm starting to have auditory hallucinations.
Okay.
So in my bedroom, I have, if I don't have my fan on, I have a white noise machine that kind of sounds like a fan. I like droning noises when I sleep.
Okay.
So so when I went to bed, I turned on my white noise machine. Laid there, And by the way, I just bought a new mattress and a new pillow.
Nice.
I bought a purple mattress, as you would have heard on your podcasts before.
No, I haven't heard purple. I got Lisa.
You haven't heard the purple
Casper.
ones? Yeah, I've heard
the
purple on some podcast. I can't remember which one it was.
Smoke perp.
Mm-hmm. So I'm on my perp mattress, on my perp pillow, which is weird. It's one of the weirdest mattresses I've ever slept on in my whole life. So that doesn't help. The sensory feelings that I'm feeling right now are not ideal. And then, so I'm starting to experience these auditory hallucinations. The white noise, normally white noise just sounds like it's like a solid note and it doesn't stop.
Yeah, I got that right here.
So here's where the white noise was when I was right at the precipice.
Someone popped an LFO on the white noise.
What'd you say?
I said someone popped an LFO on the white noise. It was...
Oh my God.
There was some movement.
And then so I was like, okay, now you just gotta close your eyes. You're so tired, Brent. Just go to fucking sleep. So then my brain hits overdrive. Now I got 10 different songs in my head, and shit is just fucking like I got a rave going on in my head right now. And then I don't know, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, I gotta go piss. So I get up. Does not feel like I'm walking or moving. I'm literally like,
Floating.
I'm literally people moving myself to the bathroom. Like just fucking inching through time and space. And then I get to the bathroom, take a piss. I'm looking down at the toilet. When I turn the fucking light on, and this is the best way that I could describe it to everybody, how it was. You ever look at one of those optical illusions where they tell you to look at a square in the center for like 30 seconds, and then they tell you to look at the wall and you can see the inverse of the image?
Mm-hmm.
When I turned the light on, everything went like cyan. And it was like blinding for some reason. And like I go to piss and I'm like, my vision is just like fucking closing in on me just fucking pissing in the toilet. I'm just like, whoa, shit.
I think I'm too high.
I shouldn't have did this, man. So I go back into the bedroom, and now it's the worst. Now I have paranoia. So now I think I can hear people talking outside, which Becky then later told me the next day. She's like, I think I thought I heard people outside too. And I'm like, great. So I'm glad my fears were founded.
Well, I mean, it could have just been people outside talking.
Yeah, but it was fucking like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, dude. I doubt that anybody around this fucking complex was out there talking in the fucking morning.
We do that all the time.
Well, yeah, but I don't, scumbags don't live here, Dylan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Degenerates don't live in my...
I thought you lived there.
Well,
yeah, that's what you were thinking.
That's America.
That's what you were thinking in your head. You're like, well, if I'm here, no other scumbags are around. No other scumbags are around. No one in their right mind would be outside screaming at the top of their lungs at 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's like when you're driving down the road and you see a cop pulled somebody over and you speed up because you know there's not going to be any other cops around. It's a game of averages and probability and all that stuff. It's math. So I get back into my bed and I thought I hear people outside, and this is the craziest fucking part. I'm laying there, I'm freaking the fuck out, I'm paranoid as shit. And literally out of nowhere, like the Walking Dead, Becky fucking vaults up, like just fucking sits straight up like The Exorcist.
Paranormal activity shit.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, what the she was like, she doesn't even remember saying this. She's like, oh, I thought I heard something and there was a light shining like in my face.
The dark one will come when the clock strikes 3.
I was just like, all right, girl, you do you. Like, That's cool.
Listen,
all right.
I'm hearing a lot of shit, and I can't hear you right now because I'm trying to hear other shit. I got this bop in my head right now, dude. It's fucking slapping.
Oh my god. I finally start to feel like coming down around 3:30, 4 o'clock. So I went to sleep. Woke up the next day, fucking crack ass at 9 o'clock, like, because I can't sleep past a certain period of time. Feeling like shit. I feel like I drained the serotonin out of my body. I just dumped it in the fucking street. Like, I can't even. Oh, it was horrific. So naturally, the thing that you do when you get way, way, way too fucking high, like one night, is you skip a day and then you go to a dispensary. That's what you do. So,
I wouldn't know.
this morning, we woke up and we said, Becky and my friends, they told us at the beginning of this week that they were going out to Northampton, Mass. They were going to visit a beautiful store. They were going to go to a store. They check your ID a lot at this store, Dylan. That's really the nature of the store. There's a police officer outside the store. So, we know what kind of store we're talking about.
A weed store.
We sure do. We sure do know. That's your words, not mine. So, we pick up our orders. It couldn't have been easier. It was like going to fucking McDonald's and be like, yeah, I'll have a number one.
Describe this to me. I want to know how it works. So,
Okay.
the ID at the door.
One more time?
The
You're
ID.
breaking up because apparently somebody at your end of the fucking house is downloading a fucking 1,500 Windows install CDs at one time.
So you walk in, or you don't walk in. You get ID'd at the door.
Well, so first what you gotta do is, in order to not stand in the line with all the yahoos that just want to fucking gawk at the store and, like they don't know what they want, you go online in the morning. You have to do it the day of, and you order and you reserve all the things that you want, and they put it on their shelf so that you can go in a shorter line to pick up all your shit.
Okay, so it's like Panera. You can pre-order online, walk in, and just grab your stuff.
Yep.
Interesting. And they don't say anything because you have a New York ID? Like,
no, they don't say shit. They don't care. I could be vacationing in New York and want to do some weed tourism.
Yeah, I guess that's like, they can't really... It's under the impression that you're not bringing it over the border, but...
Yeah, that's how they have to think about it.
Yeah, okay.
So...
So you just order online.
Yeah, and so we did that, and then we get there. Of course, there's a fucking crazy-ass line at one door into the store, and then there's like a little shorter line, like on the left-hand side. You go over there, the guy comes out, scans all your IDs, and then you get up to the second door. That guy scans your ID, and then you go in, and it's just a wall, like 3 walls behind a counter of white paper bags. Hundreds and hundreds of small white paper lunch bags. You wait in line, they call you up to the next register, you stand there, you swipe your card, she hands you your white paper bag. This all happened inside of the scope of 10 minutes. You go in the exit in the back and you're on your merry way. Doesn't get simpler than that.
So like only one store? Why is the line so long?
What do you mean?
Why is the line so long? How many stores are there? You think there's like more than one?
So you know what it's kind of like is like when on Pawn Stars. On Pawn Stars they have the main entrance where all the yahoos wait around the block to see the store itself.
Okay.
And then they have the secondary entrance if you're selling something to go in to get direct access to the back. So, wow. Let's go back, Dylan. Let's go back even further. We talked about I talked about my travels.
April 2nd, 1990.
The old April Fool. The second April Fool.
I couldn't even do that right.
Couldn't even do that. This past weekend we talked about.
Yeah.
We said our piece. We did what we did. Now we got to talk about the weekend before. The weekend before.
I don't recall. Weekend.
It was.
What's the date?
August 24th.
24th, huh?
The day of.
I've lived through a couple August 24ths.
I have too, several. So I had a gig at a house. Some might call it a house party or a yard party.
Who's your house party keeper? What do you keep in your house party, right? Isn't that how that lyric goes?
Uh-huh.
Ludicrous.
What's your house party? What you keep in your what?
Party house.
Party house. Gonna have a house party in my house. I'm gonna pour booze down my mouth. And that's what I did. So, the morning of Saturday, August 24th, I went down to my garage and I dusted off those big old fucking behemoth speakers that I got.
Yeah, the perfect house party speakers.
The perfect house yard party speaker. I loaded them into my Volkswagen Golf, along with a Tupperware filled with various
wires,
and a bag with some LED lighting and a dream. So I drive up into the hills of Salem, New York, not Salem, Massachusetts, and slowly start to lose cell phone signal. So I have to rely on playlists that I downloaded on my phone to get myself hyped up for the inevitable party that is going to take place. So it's around 3 o'clock. Show up, unload, set everything up, get the music going. They got the big tent out there. They got the picnic tables. They got the grill going with all different kind of chicken, and they got the baked beans, and they got the coleslaw, they got the macaroni salad, and they got a keg of Heineken, and they got a keg of Oktoberfest. Sex picnic. So I go up to the keg item. So what they do is, Dylan, they put 2 kegs on the ground, and then they run the tubes from the taps on the keg to a cooler that's filled with like a jet cooler. Like it's like a really cold block of ice that goes in the cooler, and then 2 holes are drilled in the front of the cooler with the tap controls on them. You can actually have somebody come and set this up for you. So the beer basically cools from out of the keg through the tube, through the cooler filled with ice, and it cools like inside the tube. It's like water cooling your computer, except in reverse. So, drink my first Oktoberfest, feeling good.
One down.
3
now,
o'clock.
As a professional, you stop drinking there. You just get the one in, and you're good. Oh, no? Okay, all right, continue.
I think your idea of what's professional and what isn't is severely skewed, but we'll move forward. So, get the first one in, go up to my booth, set up auto DJ on DJ for Mac, auto mix I should call it. It's called auto mix. Set up auto mix on the Spotify Yacht Rock playlist.
Good playlist.
I know that's gonna do it. That's gonna get me through to when I actually have to start.
It's a good.
So I
it's
just
a good
let
4
that go.
o'clock playlist right there.
Mm-hmm. 4, 5, 6, 7 beers and time. So everybody's getting a little juicy. The stars are starting to come out. The sun's starting to come down. Now I go up. I start, sprinkling in some like country songs that I know that people like only by them telling me that they like it. That's how I do research for these, because I don't listen to country music. So it's kind of like being an alien, where it's like, what sort of country music do humans enjoy at a party? And then they tell me, and I was like, I will enjoy that as well.
Fine, I'll hit play and fucking put different headphones on so I can listen to actual good music in my ears.
So I play all the party country things.
Now the volume's turned up just a little bit now, right? You got the volume just...
It's just a little bit more now.
Just a little bit
now,
more.
And then I got into my EQ and I dropped my bottom 2 bass frequencies a little bit, and I popped my like front 2 trebles a little bit, so I got that nice EDM curve going. Got those mids drop down. That's how I do it. That's how I do it on those speakers, because they seem to respond well to that frequency level. That what do you call it? That graphic EQ thing.
Yeah.
So got that going. And then so sun goes down, then I start ramping it up. Now we're going to get in some modern pop. We're going to get in some 2000s playbacks. We're going to do a couple 90s technos. Those types of things, get people kind of going a little bit, a couple more like party country songs and shit. And so then a woman whom I've seen 3 times now, because I've been doing that for 3 years, this party. Mm-hmm. Doing this for 3 years. They keep wanting me back. Don't know why. She comes up with a piece of paper, and I said, "Uh-oh.
Here we go."
It's a piece of paper. So she comes up, and she's like, I said, "What's this?" And she goes, "This is all the country songs I want you to play. Me and what's her name, when we were riding up, we wrote all of them down." And I said, "All right, I'll try to get them in." So here I am staring at a chicken scratch piece of paper with a bunch of country songs on it that kind of have the name of the song, or maybe it's like the lyric from the song.
2 lyrics, 2 words.
Just trying
from
to
the
like
song.
figure that out by whoever. I don't know what any of this is. So I cycle through a couple of them on Spotify just to see if I can like find a few of them, kind of get them in there. And then I was curious as to what type of piece of paper that they had written this on. As one would do with a big bundled up sheet of fucking papers. So here's how you know 100% that you're out in the sticks, you're out in the middle of fucking nowhere, you're at the hick party, you're at the freak parade, is when the song list that the person writes to you, they give to you, is written on their colonoscopy report.
Sure. How they looking? Clean?
Yeah, according to the photos that were very, very clearly indicated in this full color printout of the report, everything seemed good. I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything.
You need
I'm
that
just
ass,
a
is what you're saying.
I mean, I got all up in that ass for a second, and it looked fine. So, I took the anal report that had all of those country songs on it. I took it to heart, and I started playing it. People were getting loosey goosey. They were getting chummy. And then, as one is wanting to do when you've had 1,800 Oktoberfests and you're at your booth, you look out in the crowd and you think, uh-oh, I gotta go pee. I gotta put on a song that's gonna let me go pee. So, as one is gonna do, I scroll down the list to try to find a song. let's clock it in at like 5 minutes and 25 seconds. That should be perfect.
It's a good
So I-
time. If there's a
so I-
line, we're in trouble.
Well, so luckily it's a porta potty, and there's not a whole hell of a lot of people at this party, so that's good.
Man, I would have posted up next to the porta potty.
Yeah, that would have been good. So I put on my song. I run over to the porta potty. I piss. Now, it's real dark over near the porta potty.
Okay.
And so I'm okay getting down there. I got the backlight from my setup kind of like lighting my way. I get there. I get into the porta potty. And then when I come out, it's a little more dark because now the light's shining in my face.
Mm-hmm.
So I start a kind of a urgent jog up the hill to get back to my setup. As I do so, I wail my leg into something, and it felt like I had broken my leg. Turns out, in front of the porta potty on this property is one of those old school Helen Keller pumps.
Water pumps, yeah.
Well water pump
Yeah.
made out of solid cast iron. I wailed my thigh into it so hard that I have a nebula on my upper thigh right now. It's literally red, purple, yellow, green. That, and it's got a solid core. It literally looks like the Milky Way. That's the fucking bruise that I ended up with on my leg. Since being fully anesthetized with Oktoberfest, I blocked it out.
It's fine.
So I went back up to my booth, fully adrenaline-powered rage, and rode out until like 12:30. And normally I end these parties at like 11, but these people were just not having it. So I was just still rolling. Finally gave up, loaded everything in, dropped one of my speakers on its corner coming off the stand because it got stuck. So now the wood on that fucking thing is dented in the corner. Still functional though, because those things are like Panzer tanks. If I dropped one of those speakers on somebody, I would definitely kill them.
Yeah, they're real heavy.
So
They're about like 60 pounds a piece.
Oh, they're
At least.
yeah, they're getting in there. Yeah, they're getting into that range, 50, 60 pounds. So, loaded everything in, headed home. Next day, felt like hot garbage. And
As you
then, what was supposed to happen, Dylan, was I was supposed to go do a photo shoot at the the Washington County Fair. I was slated to do some modeling. That's right.
Your dumb face?
Yeah. Yep. Now,
Was the photographer blind?
no, but he's gay.
I mean, that's more that just gives you more cachet than.
Just focus on me. I know you want to. Get my good side. I know
Look
what
at
you
it.
want. You know
Look
which
at
one
it.
it is. So, the woman who organized the event is Becky's hairdresser from her wedding. She's starting to do promotional photography for her business of doing hair for weddings and for other shit. So she's doing a lot of stuff on Instagram, but what her ideas are basically is these editorial shoots at like locations.
Mm-hmm.
So she takes people, she does their hair, does their makeup, has them commit to a theme in terms of like costuming.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like she told us
Costumes, huh? Costumes at a fair?
not cosplay.
Okay.
It's more of like embodying an aesthetic. So she's like, for this one, I want it to be punk, but pick a punk. Don't do like crust punk like Johnny Rotten. Do like
That's not gonna impress anyone.
no. Do like steampunk, cyberpunk, boho punk, gypsy punk. You know, pick one of these punk
Acceptable
subgenres. What?
Acceptable punk.
Acceptable punk. That is being known as Mark Hoppus at his current age. Acceptable punk. So, I put together an outfit. I have my 30 Seconds to Mars cut off vest from back in the day. I got my stacked skinny jean pants with all different kinds of crazy shit on them. I got a straight to hell ratty ass tank top that I can put under it. I have light up LED sunglasses that I can put on. And I have big ass combat boots. I think I'm ready to go. That morning, we wake up. Becky gets a text message from the woman who does the hair and everything else. She's like, I went mountain biking this morning, fell off my bike, and fucked my leg up like crazy. And I'm like, why would you go mountain biking the morning of the photo shoot? It really explains the person ultimately in retrospect, so it's acceptable. So then we were like, well, let's go to this fair on Wednesday. Thunderstorms. So we don't know what we're going to do at this point. All I know is I'm just raring to go, man. I'm just ready to be a model. I just want to be a model, you know what I mean? I want to reach my full potential as an aesthetically pleasing person. Why the fuck would anybody want that? So, Dylan, that's all I got for today, I think. I don't even know what else I got. You're going to have to fill in the blanks for me.
Okay, I got a fun story for you.
Okay, cool.
It also involves a fair. Because
yes, it does.
You asked
and
me,
I've been waiting for this for a very, very long time.
Yeah, you asked me the question. I got to tell you the story.
Yeah, I know.
So, you know how sometimes you joke in life? I'll do
time,
anything.
baby. Ha ha ha.
I got no dignity. Whatever.
No dignity.
I
no
don't care.
doubt.
I don't care.
No dignity.
I don't have any dignity. Well, I proved that I don't last weekend. Now.
And many, many other times before.
Yes, but I think this was the proof.
The level of depravity.
Photographic proof. So, I called Justin Friday, and I'm like, yo, what's going on this weekend? Whatever. Like, you want to go to the fair?
Yep.
That seems fun. The fair's always fun.
Yep.
First off, let's review the Poland spiked seltzers. They're fucking terrible. Don't ever buy them. The summer...
Yeah, I've heard some bad stuff
yes.
about them.
I would like to quote Justin on this. The grapefruit one tastes like you're licking the inside of a Halloween mask.
Mmm.
So, I started drinking those before they got over to the house. I'm not driving to the fair. So, I'll pop a couple of Celsius down. We'll have a grand old time. We get to the fair. It takes us about an hour and 20 minutes to get from the parking lot we were parked at onto a bus and into the fair.
Oh my god.
It was so backed up. There's a Breaking Benjamin concert was this night and everything. So we finally get into the fair. We enter at the mid, and it's dollar fair day. So you pay a $1 to get in for you pay $1. You get in for $1. So we get into the fair, and I don't know what our plan was at the fair. Obviously, it was to get as hammered as we possibly can, because we walk in. We see the 1911 tent there. Give me 1 second. Hello? Can you hear me? Good?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're good.
Anyways.
I was just listening to your diatribe.
Yeah. Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
So, where was it? We roll up at the 1911 tent.
Yeah.
We heard they had a new drink
I feel
there,
like
right?
I'm going through a fucking time warp right now.
We hear they had a new drink there. Not at this tent, though. Great, we gotta find the other 1911 tent. We grab a drink here anyways. Justin gets a Bud Light as usual. I get like one of their they had this Honey Crisp cocktail, you know, the one they put in a can? Well, they made it there, especially. I was the only one to get ID'd because I guess I look 12 compared to everyone else. Great.
Yep.
Good. Cool. Fine. Whatever.
Pretty standard.
Whatever. We're drinking. Here we go. We go to the petting zoo. See a big-ass giraffe. Sick. Then we go Like, oh, we're hungry. Let's get something to eat. We walk over a little bit farther, and there's like this bar area. We go grab another drink. Natter Days. Sick. Great.
Ooh.
Drinking Natter Days. See this? It's the Nintendo Switch. Okay, so at this point, I'm pretty sure Shy had mentioned she wanted to get a Western photo. And I'm like, I'm not doing that shit. I did it once before. Not doing it. Keep drinking. we see a Nintendo Switch tent, right?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Let's go see what that's all about. We walk over. Well, we get about halfway there, and there's a row of wine slushy places.
Oh.
2 for $10. Now we're talking. Pick up a couple wine slushies. Head over to the Nintendo Switch booth. They got Switches. We got to do a Grand Prix. 4 of us. There's 4 of us. Perfect. We'll play against each other. The winner wins a Hot Wheels Mario Kart car exclusively at Target. He made sure to say that. I think he had to. Justin wins. I'm fucking terrible at Mario Kart. You know this. I know this. I get mad every time I play Mario Kart.
Yep.
I don't understand why.
Me
I'm
and
terrible
Andrew are good at it, and everybody gets pissed
I
off.
don't understand why I'm fucking terrible at it. And then to make matters worse, I was playing it like Crash Team Racing with the, you know how you drift in Mario Kart, you just drift. Well, in Crash Team Racing, you got to do like you drift. And then when you full up, you hit the opposite bumper to boost it. And I was doing that and fucking my drift up. So I just kept slowing down and stopping and shit. It was the worst. Justin wins the fucking car. He's the great winner. Look at him go. La-di-da. So now we're hungry because, again, we didn't get anything to eat yet.
Oh,
Still.
yeah.
We walk back over to the bar area that we were in. Me and Justin stop. We get a couple Southern Tier IPAs. It's a times 2 IPA.
Oh my god.
So we drink those. Shy's over there waiting for her food. We finish those. We're still waiting for Shy's food. We notice that the place that she got her food from also has the Southern Tier IPAs, so we order one from there.
Uh-huh.
We keep drinking. Shy's still talking about the Western photos at this point. I think I thought that everyone was on board at some point. Keep drinking. I think we go get one more wine slushy.
Now we've headed into the I think we did this realm, I know exactly where the story is headed from this point.
So like, okay, so the best part about this is we went to the fair and walked around a 20 by 20 square. This square had everything we needed in it. It had Mario Kart, it had wine slushies, it had a full bar with Natter Days and IPAs, alright?
Yep.
We were there for, God, a time warp. It had maybe 2 hours. It had to
Oh
have
my
been.
God.
I have no clue what time we left. I don't know. I think it was before 11, but I don't know. So, like, fuck. I want to try I need some fucking fair food right at this point. Right? None of this, like, chicken strips. I don't go to a fair to eat chicken strips. You can get chicken strips anywhere. I can go to Tolly's and wait 45 minutes to get some chicken strips. That's the first thing I got was a gyro.
You damn
Sick.
right you did.
I got a gyro. Eat that shit delicious. I got deep fried Nutter Butters. Awesome. Fried pickle. Just got fried pickles. Sick. The whole next day I was just burping up fried pickles. Whatever. Doesn't matter. That's not the point. Then we go towards the Chevy Court. That concert was over. I think we grabbed another drink again. Don't quite remember. Yes, we definitely did. Because there was like an eatery area over there. We grabbed another drink over there. So now, Shy is hell-bent on getting the Western photos. And I am...
Am I guessing that Justin at this point is not having that?
I don't think anyone was having it.
But
then I was...
You
in
were
my
starting
mind,
to get there.
In my mind, I was assuming that everyone was having it. So I'm
you were like, yeah, guys, like
let's go.
You're
Yeah,
looking
one
at
of those.
Shy, she's all excited.
Yeah. So we walk over to the Midway. We go to this. It's like a trailer, basically, right? Where, like, the whole front area is where you take the picture. It's got the bar and everything. So we walk up, and, like, all right, fine, I'll take the picture with you. Whatever. I thought we were all doing it. And Shy goes, all right, we want to do Bonnie and Clyde, but switch roles. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Brent, the last time I did this was
I know exactly what picture it is.
Was a very long time ago.
Yes.
At Lake George with my sisters.
Uh-huh.
In this picture, you took what was basically a backwards jacket and put it over yourself, right?
Right, it's their way of doing quick change shit that's easy to put on.
Yeah, you pop it on, and it
Yes.
buttons in the back, and it looks like you have a full suit on, when really, you didn't take any of your clothes off.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, I assumed...
It was the same idea.
In my pickled brain at this point...
I'll be able to dress as Bonnie, as a gender-swapped Bonnie and Clyde, because
it's easy.
They have a full dress that I can just put on over myself.
Over the top. Just throw it over like a jacket. That's what I thought in my head, which in retrospect is fucking stupid. Yeah. I'm like the hoodie I'm wearing currently, I was wearing. Could you imagine a dress popped over this? It doesn't make sense, does it? You see my jeans sticking out? You see the hood sticking out? That does not make sense. So they're like, okay, come back to the changing room.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, okay.
What do you mean? What do I gotta do?
So I walk back there, and
I'm gonna stop you. Hang on. I want to stop you because I have a question.
Okay, any questions? Just stop me whenever you have questions.
Based on...
Stop me whenever any questions you got.
Based on how Shy approached this situation, where her immediate thing was, I want to do Bonnie and Clyde gender swapped.
Yes.
Was the guy that was running this thing aghast at her request, or did this seem like something a million people do all the time?
I think it was more... He had a big smile on his face and was like, okay, we can do that. I think he was ready for it.
So he was totally on. He was like, dude, everybody does the same shit all the time. I'm ready for some crazy shit right now.
I'm not saying that everyone does it. I'm saying he was ready. He was like, okay, something interesting's going to happen at work today. I'm not going to have a bunch of yahoos come up and
take
dumbass pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
So I go to the back. This is like behind the bar area, and walk towards the dressing room, and again, still in my mind, I'm thinking it's a slip-over thing, 'cause I'm retarded. The one girl, like that, like there's like a couple girls that are like helping out, and then there's like the photographer or whatever. She goes to me, "Do you have boxers on?"
Uh-oh.
And I looked at her and I said, "What?" And she said,
Sorry.
"Do you have boxers on?" And I said, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "Well, you gotta put this dress on." And I was like,
why?
"Oh no. This is turning into a thing. And this is too much." So they hand me this flapper dress with the frillies on it.
Uh-huh.
And I pop it on, and it's tight as all hell because it's a dress. And I guess the dress wasn't enough, because they're like, wait, put this headband on.
Uh-huh.
And then they're like, wait, put this boa on. And then they're like, wait, put this necklace on. They were just having a little too much fun with it.
I'm looking at the image for reference now, just so that I can really just get a sense of it. I want to really absorb it.
They gave me the dress and the fishnet stockings at the same time. And they're like, put this on. Oh my. at some point, I just looked at it and I go, all right, this is what's happening
This might
tonight.
as well just happen.
Yes, that's basically how it. And then I'm like, what? Okay, here we go. Yeah, and then it was like, after I put everything on, they're like, okay, put this bow on, put the necklace on, put the head
Now,
thing on.
here's my next question.
Okay.
You might be getting here already. When you get this full-blown frock on,
Mm-hmm.
is Shy at the same time getting her stuff on?
Well, see, here's the thing. Shy was Clyde, right?
Uh-huh.
And Clyde is the backwards jacket that I was
Yep.
talking about earlier.
Mhm.
So they just handed it to her in the front. She didn't have to go to a dressing room.
Mhm.
She just popped on the backwards jacket. Easy
So-
peasy. Here's the fedora.
Yep.
You're Clyde.
Now, so what happened was Shy had the ability to put on this outfit in front of everyone with
Uh-huh.
no delay in processing, so to
Mhm.
speak.
Yeah.
You had to go into the back with
Yep.
plain civilian clothes on
Yep.
and then come out and reveal yourself as such
Yes.
in
Yep.
front of everyone.
Uh-huh.
And
Now,
their
it's not a-
reactions were...
It's not a closed off trailer. It's an
Okay.
open face trailer.
Right.
So I revealed
So
myself
the minute
to
you
the
came
fair.
out that door out of that dressing room, they were there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen Justin laugh as hard as he did. He was hunched over about 30 feet that way towards the Ferris wheel, dying laughing. It was too much, Brent. It was too
Okay.
much.
Okay,
Okay.
this is a behind the curtain question. How many shots did they take before they think they had the one?
Too many. I'm gonna go too many. Well, I thought it was just gonna be me and Shy. That one, they're like, oh, we gotta do one with him by himself. So I had to step up on a stepladder to get onto this fake ass bar to fucking pose all seductively with the fucking fan. I tried to pick up the gun. They're like, no, you don't get the gun. You gotta get the fan. I'm like, fucking fine.
You don't get the gun.
I just wanted the revolver.
Guy, you've already come this far. You do not want look. There's no question that the masculinity portion is still here, so why add to it with the gun? Let's just keep the fan.
Oh, here's
Just keep
the
this
best part.
fantasy alive.
So I got on, they're like, oh, we forgot the garter. So they do, like, hands me the garter. He's like, here, put this on. I'm like, this is too fucking much. And
Dude, am I gonna have to play the Mission Impossible theme and
He
have
goes-
Justin come in and tear it off you with his teeth?
He goes, you left your... Because I left my socks on with the fishnets. I'm sorry. He goes, oh, you left it. Why'd you leave your socks on? I'm like, I'm not taking my socks off with the fucking fishnets on.
You-
Yeah. So, like, what I thought was going to be, like, a group picture turned into just me in a dress laying on the bar, all fancy-like. And then we took other pictures. I'll send them to you once I get them, but there's one that is actually pretty fucking funny. Like a really funny picture that I actually like. But yeah.
Wait, my anticipation is growing by the minute.
It's just,
Unequivocally.
Interesting. And then
That's the word. Uh-huh.
after we got done, I just wanted to ride the Ring of Fire, but all the ticket box offices were closed, so we couldn't buy tickets, so I couldn't ride it. And then we played the water game, and I won a giant marshmallow for Justin. And then Justin was going around with the picture showing everyone, asking if you've seen this man. He's wanted for crimes of passion because that's what the border says. So I had to sit there and take it for a good 25 minutes as we made our way back from the midway to on the bus, as he showed the people that were sitting around us on the bus, asking if they'd seen this man. Yeah.
Oh my God, that is probably.
So there's a chance if you go to the fair next year, I might be plastered on the side of one of the, because they have the promotional pictures all on the trailer. So maybe they'll print me out and stick me right to the side there.
I hope so. I hope for all of our sakes that we go to the fair next year and we see that picture, because if they don't use that as a promotional photo, then what are they doing? It's terrible marketing. They don't use that as their photo. My God. I got to tell you, I'm sweating so hard right now, I want to die.
Okay.
Oh my God. But we have to do our most popular segment.
We don't have to.
We can,
Like
whatever.
an hour or so. It's up to you.
What?
Said we got like an hour or so already. It's up to you.
Well, Dylan, we don't got no ad reads, so we might as well just fucking do whatever we want. If you want to talk about video games for a minute, we can talk about video games for a minute. And then maybe even just maybe we could play some video games for a minute.
Whoa! Like WoW? Classic?
Well, that came out.
I'm gonna do a live review of this Elysian Def Leppard Pale Ale right here.
Elysian made a Def Leppard beer. It's actually
Yeah.
not a shitty company. Elysian's really good.
Here we go. Live review.
Good beer. Live review. Tell
Smell
me how
test?
it tastes. Give me the smells first. You said it's an IPA?
No, it's a pale ale.
Oh, it's a pale ale. So you're gonna get
Smells
some.
like a pale ale.
You're gonna get some. Get some nice citrus notes.
Tastes like a pale. It's better than Saranac Pale Ale. I'll give it
Okay.
that, but it just tastes like a pale ale.
Good.
There's your live review.
Ooh, all right. What does
All
it
right.
come in? Does it come in 4s or 6s, or is it a single beer?
Honestly, I think they only sell it at their concerts.
Oh.
This came from
Wow,
Las
that's
Vegas.
peculiar. Wow, that beer came from Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, here's the thing. I haven't played any video games, but I do have thoughts on things that I feel like I would like to play. I think I've told you that this winter is the winter of video games, skinny jeans, lighting design, and I can't remember the other one that I said. But I feel like that's what it's going to be about. So there's games that I want to get that I don't know why it has to be like this. I don't know why it can't just naturally happen. But I feel like I have to make myself play video games. Probably not the healthiest thing. But that's how it is. So I'm going to schedule in some video game playing, and I think you sent me a link today for the game Control,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm very extremely interested in. It feels like one of those games where they were like, they
Brent,
were
we
really
made
paying
you a
attention
game.
to what we made a game for you. I think you're going to really like this one, buddy. So like that's one. I feel like also you told me the Inside and Celeste are free on Epic Store, which reminds me I gotta trigger that download when I get
You better do that
done
pretty
with this.
quick, because it's usually only for
Is
a
it gonna
week.
expire?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's like, and I feel like, when does Cyberpunk 2077 come out? Is that coming out next year?
April 20th, April 16th, April 20th.
2020?
Sometime in April.
So that'll be next winter. But before then, I want to play Control. I want to play. I got to finish Bloodstained, so I'll have some time to actually play that. hopefully. And I want to play some indie titles that I've heard about that have just fucking passed me by, like shit like Ape Out. I really want to play. There's a couple other indie titles that are like real hot that kind of came out within the past few months, somewhat.
There's a Horus I heard is pretty good. I haven't played it yet.
It's called Horus?
Yeah. It's about a robot.
Okay.
There's Gato Roboto, where you're a cat
Yes!
that gets into a robot suit.
I really wanted to play that. And you know what? Weirdly, Dylan, I also kind of wanted to play just because I've never played well, maybe not that I've never played a game like it, but I always, when I saw it, I was like, that looks so weird. And I kind of always like felt like it would be funny to play, is Catherine. And they just came out with that Catherine full body thing.
I
was like,
I bought it on. It's really fucking cool. Like I kind of
stylistically, I know it's really cool.
It's like anime, and like the actual like puzzle game part of it is pretty fun.
Really?
What's funny is there's like a competitive scene around like that puzzle part.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And they kind of like leaned into it with this new release. They made it like easier to play like head to head and shit. But yeah, I played shit. I think I put like only 5 hours, which is nothing in that, but I kind of fell off of it. I think I had too much shit going. Like when you start like really long games like that at the wrong time, it just like doesn't
100%.
work. Yeah, but what I played of it is pretty fun. The story's kind of interesting too. So.
Well, that was that when I first saw the trailer for that game, I was like, damn, it looks like it's. I don't play story, and I know that I didn't see much of the puzzle aspect of it, so I have no clue like what that part's really like. But just seeing the narrative focus of it, I was like, it seems real trippy, and I'm okay with like
so basically
visual novels.
It's half visual novel,
but
half,
it's gotta
half
be
puzzle,
real cool.
Half visual novel, half puzzle game. Whereas like most of the games like that are half visual novel, half like turn-based battles and shit like that, like Persona style. It's the same people as Atlas. So you end up. So what it's about is that like you are like cheating on your girlfriend with another Catherine.
Yeah.
Spelled with a K. I think that's how it works.
She's like the saucy Catherine, and your current Catherine is like a more straight-laced.
Yeah, straight-laced. You need to get your shit together type person.
Yes.
And you're having like these nightmares about like what, and you like see other sheep people like that are cheating on their girlfriend and shit. That's like basically what it's about.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
See, I'm kind of into it. Like, I just think it looks funny too, kind of.
Yeah, the story is fun.
Like, it's got like a funny sort of twist to it. You know what I also never finished on Switch was Bayonetta. I actually got pretty far in Bayonetta, more than you think I would. Like, you know, just knowing that like I just get easily distracted. But for some reason, I think I just fell on a boss that I really hated, and just got pissed off, and I just left it there. But yeah, that was another one that was kind of got left behind. And then A Hat in Time, like I got a long way through that and didn't finish it. Like there's just these games, and Hat in Time isn't even really that long of a game.
Not at all.
And I just seem to not, you know, I made it like halfway through or so. But that's my thing right now. But then, Dylan, during the last Steam sale,
Brent, what you do is
I found
you take $15, right? You go on to Battle.net and you just get a WoW subscription.
Oh my god!
And you realize that it's the perfect game to play while you're just watching shit on another screen. And your mind's faded away, and you're just clicking away. And I think that's why I never got into it before, because I tried to play it as like straight focus onto this game, right? So this is like the third time I've tried playing WoW. The first time, I didn't have a computer that ran it too well, and I did like the 10-day free trial, and it wasn't catching me. It's like, great, I don't want to kill these fucking boards or whatever. Second time I tried playing was I don't know if you remember, maybe like 10, maybe not 10 years ago, like 6 years ago, about like 2013-ish.
Yeah.
They were like custom like those,
They did vanilla
those
servers. On
vanilla
WoW.
servers, yeah, those secret servers that you had to get
Yes.
into where you can like speed level and stuff. I hopped onto one of those and I played a little bit of that, and that was
Yep.
kind of fun. And then but now I have like everyone's back into it. It's funny because the only WoW I've played is literally like classic WoW.
Who's everybody, Dylan? Tell me about who's everybody back into it.
I don't know. It's just like in this, like everyone's playing. Andrew's playing it again. Like there's people at work that are playing it and shit. Which I probably will never play with these people.
Zeitgeist. It's
And
in the zeitgeist.
Well, yeah, it
Dylan.
just came back out. So everyone's playing. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll give it one more try. And I played it for like, I don't know, 5 hours between yesterday and today.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Good stuff. Well, good luck with that. I probably have to finish. I gotta also finish Katana Zero. I have to I would like to play Grease. Which was an artsy game that I wanted to play, and I also wanted to play that game from that lady on the I don't know if it's out or not. I think it came out. But that lady on the E3 coverage where she was all like excited.
Sea of Solitude.
Sea of Solitude. That was the
It
other
is
one where I
out.
was like, that's some good shit. I think I want to play that. I like art games. Hi, I'm Brent. I really like art games. I played all the way through Bound. That's the kind of art game person I am.
My name's Dylan. I like Kingdom Hearts and long walks on the beach. Long walks on Destiny Island Beach.
Boo.
It's about friendship.
Boo. So that'll be a good amount of my winter, probably. Maybe one game where it's like.
I'd love to see you get through one of them.
Which one do you want to see me get through the most?
Control.
You want to see me?
I ended up buying Control. I have it. I have it on disc. So if I beat it, if you don't feel like buying it, if you want to play it right now, then get the
Right.
Amazon deal. But I have it on disc. So if you want to play it after I beat it, it is yours to play.
The other thing that I want to do is I want to play the No
play it.
Man's Sky update.
We can also play it simultaneously and talk about it, which would be fun. Like, what did we do that with? I think Resident Evil 7. We were playing it at the same time.
I wasn't playing 7.
You played 7, and then you quit 7.
Yeah, I quit it.
We played it. We were playing it at the same time. We were talking about it, and then you were like,
It was
"It
too
was too
spoopy.
scary."
It was too spoopy. Now, Dylan, No Man's Sky, they came out with the next update, and Beyond, or whatever the hell
Let's
it's
say
called.
technically this is the Beyond update. There wasn't the next update.
There was the
it
next, and then there was
yeah.
Beyond. And then they did the VR along with Beyond, which
Mm-hmm.
they said they were going to do in two separate things, but they were just like, whatever, it's all going to go out at the same time. So now I'm like, okay, maybe this is the thing this Christmas that's going to get me VR. Because I was like, I think this was the game where I was like, I think this is the experience I was looking for. I want the full game VR, you know what I mean? Like, I want the full game bespoke VR experience, and I feel like them putting it into this game, it was made for it. Like, when you like,
Yeah, you were meant for me, and I was meant for.
when you hear poor old Sean Murray on his little interview about the Beyond expansion, and he's like, we put the VR in it, and he's like, we're so excited about the VR thing, and then they show the footage of it, and I was like, this is finally the game you wanted to make. Sean Murray was like, we tried to do it, and Sony pushed us, and we did what we did, and it sucks, and I'm sorry, but now we released 2 bomb-ass things that change the entire game, and we put it in VR. And I got a copy of it for like $20. And now I'm like, I gotta download all those updates and get back into it. And then maybe this Christmas, when previous generation Oculus systems go down or whatever, or Vives or something, whenever they come out with the next Oculus or Vive or whatever the fuck they come out with, or the Index or whatever, I'll be like, get a cheap one for like $250, $300.
Black Friday, dude.
Black Friday, $300 Oculus, 4K TV. And just set that shit up in here. What I'll do is, Dylan, I'll do like those builds that you see on fucking battle stations that I see all the time, where it's the guy who's got the 40-inch 4K TV on the bottom, and then he's got the monitor on top of it, or vice versa, where he's got the monitor on the bottom and the 4K TV on top. They always do that.
You gotta watch your Twitch
or it's like
streams
the
up
3
there.
monitors or the fucking one up top or whatever. That'll be what I do. And then I'll set this room up for room scale VR so that behind me I can just put my screen on like an idiot, just close my door and play No Man's Sky and pretend I'm a spaceman for 4 hours.
I downloaded
Pretend like I'm in my own little world.
Update with the full. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Never. I haven't played it since I downloaded the update. Cause I'm a piece of shit.
I think I want to try it. So maybe this coming weekend when we do the party, dude, maybe we'll do that the next day.
Make sure it's up to date so you can play it.
Get it all up to date. Let's see if we can do it.
Nothing says fucking best VR experiences than being hungover off 1,000 natty seltzers.
All right, put me into space.
Put me into space.
Put me in space now. Now, clown. Put me in space now.
I want to go to space now. Whatever, clown.
All right. I'm trying to update it. Relax. It doesn't have space in my eyeballs yet. I want to blast off through the fucking galaxy.
You know what I'm saying, dude? Blast off. I wonder how they made the multiplayer better too now. I wonder how it is.
Yeah, they said that the multiplayer is now, they have like a lot of different like cooperative like crafting elements where it's like you and your buddies can get together on a planet, build a base or build multiple bases, and you can like teleport to each other's shit, and like it's way easier to just like, if you want to do co-op, it's kind of like Astroneer now, like where you could, everybody just pops onto a planet. You can just be like, where are you? And you see yourself, you see everybody on the map. You can just, and you can fuck around. You can play it however you want to play it. That's the other thing, is that now I think they've made it a more complete experience by basically saying, okay, the first game, we were like, well, we have to put out something. Let's just make it an exploration game and just have the main small campaign, and that's all we can do. But now they're like, if you want to do Pacifist, where you just go to different planets and just see what it's like, and all you're concerned with is just getting gas to put in your spaceship to go to the next thing, you can do that. You could be the cataloger. You can fucking just explore and catalog flora and fauna. You can do combat shit. You can get all that. You can do whatever you want to do. I think that's what's appealing about it too, is like, now it's not just like, well, what is the game about? It's you get in a ship and you know, you mine for resources, and hopefully, you know, you can do more mining for resources if you want, and then, you know, hopefully you don't die. Now it's like, well, you could just set up on one planet, make that your home planet, fuck everybody else, make your big ass base. You could put ships in your base, you could put weapon storage in your base, you could do anything to it. And then if your friends want to make a base, fuck them, they can come and make a base too. So like, it feels like it's a more like complete idea. It is still turbo ambitious. Like, just thinking about it really in the way that it still is possible to play it, really ambitious, super crazy. And that's why I want it in VR. Yeah. And then I'll play Resident Evil 7 in VR for next year's Extra Life. We'll do that. That's what you know what? That's the next thing we have to surmount. How can I do VR for Extra Life? Because I remember we wanted to do it before, and it seemed like it was impossible. but we should figure out how to do it so that one of the things that we do is make me play Resident Evil 7 in VR. Or something terrifying. Like play like Fate, or what's the one with the paintings?
Layers of Fear.
Layers of Fear. I would play that 100%.
It's not in VR though.
They don't have a VR version? I thought they did.
I don't think so.
Oh, it seems like one of those games, doesn't it? That would have
Yeah, I'm almost positive.
VR support.
There's no VR.
Layers of Fear 2 is in VR.
Is it?
Oh, wait a minute. Layers of Fear. Oh,
Nah,
it's not being ruled out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, like that, or what's the one that everybody played for like a really long time there?
Five Nights at Freddy's. That VR game
yeah,
just came out.
That I don't like that. I wouldn't do that one. I would do like the one that I think they played it on Funhouse. And I can't fucking remember what it was. It was kind of shitty. Like, I mean, most of them are kind of shitty. I mean, I'd put, like, you got the Brookhaven Experiment. That's like one. Alien Isolation you could do. That'd be a pretty sweet one. But yeah, just scare the shit out of me. That'd be fun to do. Arizona Sunshine. Something like that. But anyway, VR's coming. It's coming fast. And I'm ready for it. And you know what I'm also ready for? Another fucking drink and possibly putting a fan in this room. So I'm going to wrap this bitch up. If y'all will be needing or wanting, the audio versions of this podcast are available in the description below. And if you want to come to our party this coming weekend, the people that are listening to this are already coming to it. So
say, don't dox me right now.
So listen, if you want to, Dylan, if you want to, let's invite all those bots to listen to us on SoundCloud to the party. If you're out there and you want to come to the party, you'll see it. There's going to be fucking lights going in the air and lasers across the whole fucking universe, so you'll be able to see where it's coming from. That is the Jack It Off podcast for this week. I am out.